It's Street Talk with Loretta Rose, and today we're on location in Phenix City, Alabama. We're on the property of Franchise Missionary Baptist Church, where the pastor here is Pastor Cochran, Raymond Cochran. And today we're here to pay a community tribute and also join the celebration of a historic judge from this community. Well, today they are celebrating Judge Michael Bellamy's retirement. It's not only a retirement celebration, but it's a tribute to a man that is iconic in our judicial system. He has blazed a trail for many to follow him, and today we're going to see inside many that has been affected and impacted by his leadership. Today, we're paying tribute to Judge Michael Bellamy. Join us as we take you inside to this wonderful tribute. Congratulations, Judge Bellamy.
I can help somebody as I pass along. If I can cheer somebody with a word or a song, if I can show somebody how they're traveling wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. If I can do my duty as a good man ought, if I can bring back beauty to a world abroad, if I can spread love's message as the Master taught, then my living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody as I pass along, then you're living, then your living shall not, no, my living shall not be in vain.
So I've had the pleasure of practicing with, against, and in front of Judge Bellamy for 25 years. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to use some of the words that others have already used. One thing that I noticed about him, he likes to see the good in everybody. Regardless of what their charge was when they went in front of him, he always saw the good in them. He would tell them, you can do good things, but you have to stop what you're doing and do the good things now. I think I had a client, he said, I know it's in you. I've seen it. I know you. I know your family. But you have to do the good. So he always saw the good in people that came in front of him. A term that several have used is compassion. I hope, and he brought compassion to the bench every single day. Sometimes judges have good days and bad days, just like everybody else. But the one thing he did was he brought compassion and fairness every single time he took the bench. I hope I can do that. The specialty courts. Drug court is his baby. But I'm going to add one more court that was missed. He also has mental health court. And so he continues to handle those specialty courts. He likes to call it LDC. The attorneys know this, and I'm going to swap a word out, but it's last darn chance. These courts give these people an opportunity to get their lives straight, get their demons behind them, and get on the path to goodness. And those are his courts. And he's the perfect person for them. It's been said he loves his community, his family, and his church. The thing that comes to mind, and I told you I was going to be short. When I think or see Judge Bellamy, I think of a servant's heart. And that's what he has. He has a servant's heart. And there's 5 traits. Humility, seeing needs in others, compassion, courage, and the sense of responsibility. He has all of those traits. Judge, you're not retiring. You just don't have it in you. I have his office now. I'm the newest judge, but I've enjoyed the times he comes in to talk with me. And I'll say this, as a trial lawyer, as a practicing lawyer, there aren't many judges that after a jury trial, you may not be sure about what all you did. He's one of the few that you could go to and say, what could I have done different? What did I do wrong? Because there is no perfect trial, in my opinion. And he would sit there and tell you. He would give you advice, and he would tell you, he was honest with you, whether it was good or bad. But he's one of the few judges that I've practiced in front of that you could go to, and he would be honest and give you advice. There's a Bible verse that applies to many situations, but it definitely applies here. And it's in Acts 20:35, and it is more blessed to give than to receive. And he gives every single day to his family, to his community, and to the legal system. Judge, thank you. I appreciate you. I would say enjoy your retirement, but I don't think you're going to retire. Thank you.
But Jim is praying. That's the solution to keeping calm. You got to pray always, as the scripture says. He's very involved at Trinity. Judge Ford, thank you for the friendship over the years. I saw what Judge Collins saw, and I said, wow, I see it, I can be it. And believe me, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing but for having seen him. I knew about Albert Thompson, but I never saw him in court. And I got to meet him, and I heard about him. He was a judge over in Columbus, and Judge John Allen. But I got to practice with that man who did a phenomenal job in caring and concern for the people of Macon County. That courthouse bears his name because he's the longest serving judge in Macon County's history. Thank you, Judge Ford. My other City of Tuskegee family in Tuskegee, other folk, anybody else here? Is Miss Daniels here? She didn't make it. She's here, okay. So Tuskegee was good to me during my brief tenure over there. They really took care of Attorney Bellamy. All right. Mr. Graham, thank you. I do believe that our court system's in a great position. I was blessed to have some wonderful judges. Mr. Graham's going to be a great addition. He was very supportive of the specialty courts. I see the DAs here, and I pray that he continues to be supportive of the specialty courts as I try and do that in the future. Judge Collins, thank you for working with me while I was presiding judge. You know, people can either work with you or they can work on you. I have been blessed in the last few years as presiding judge. There was not one thing that I asked my colleagues, and I will tell you who they are: Judge Johnson, Judge Collins, Judge Gray. Not one thing that I asked of them that they would not do. That's truly a blessing. And I will say this, that Judge Johnson and Judge Gray couldn't be here, but they both had other engagements, and family comes first. And I want to say, Judge Gray told me one day, I started to do what Judge Collins told me to do earlier, to retire early. And we were playing golf. He said, Judge, is it true you thinking about retiring? I said, yes, isn't it time? It's time. He said, Judge, things are going so well. Everybody's getting along so well. The doctors are going fine. Please think about it again. And I thought about it. All the things I had asked them to do, they were able to do. All the things I wanted to do, I was able to do. So I stayed on until the end of my term. And I told Judge Gray this, and I'll say it here. If anybody ever runs against Judge Gray, if I'm living, if there's anything that Judge Bellamy can do, if I have to walk door to door, I'm going to do that to make sure he stays on the bench. You have a good bench here in Russell County. We are blessed to have all the judges that we have and the prosecutor that we have also. We do, indeed. All right. Let's see if I make sure I didn't miss anybody. Mr. Hobson. Dr. Hobson started as a CRO, the lowest position in the court system, probably, one of them. And now he's in charge. He says he's a man of the numbers. The truth of the matter, he's the man that has the money. Thank you for letting me serve part-time. I'm not going to do like my colleague, Judge Ford. I'm not going to let y'all wear me out. Judge Ford had a heart attack going to Montgomery so much from for doing it overtime. But I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it within reason. I'm going to enjoy some of it. Chief Justice Cobb wanted her to be here so that girls and women know that there are no ceilings. She came from Conecuh County. I grew up in Poplar Springs. If y'all don't know where Poplar Springs is, lived in a 2-room house. All things are possible. All things are possible. Is what my God tells me. Thank you for your leadership in starting the drug courts. Her desire was to start drug courts in every county and every circuit. That has not been an easy task. Change is difficult. There are still some of my colleagues who think everybody ought to be locked up all the time. That's not the case. And now in her retirement, one of the things that she's doing is trying to look at those prisoners who's been there for 30 and 40 years who are not able to even do anything, some who would need to be in hospice but are still housed in jails. Mr. Chancellor, you the DA. I don't know who she has in Russell County, but at least look and listen. Please look and listen. And I commend you for your service, too. What's the name of the program? Huh? It's called Redemption Earned, okay? All right. To end this, let's see. I got to get through. I got the Colonel. Thank Doug for his letter. Thank all of you for coming. All the elected officials, please stand. Elected officials. I want to thank all of you for your service. If you've not been an elected official or tried to be an elected official, it ain't easy. You know, people will tell you all manner of things, all kinds of things. I know when I ran an election, I was away from my children, and it takes a toll on you. So thank all of your elected officials. Thank you for being here in your time. But not just the elected officials, but thank all of you for being here. My biological family, stand up. I got some cousins from here. I think I got some cousins from Tuskegee, too. Hey, my sister. All right. Thank all of you for being here and being supportive of me over the years also. Again, as I said, God has truly been good to me. And if I know what. Who's worked with me? Attorneys and what attorneys are here? I saw one attorney from out of town. Attorneys and any attorneys, stand up attorneys. That young man, I hadn't seen him in 20 years, Mr. Williams. Thank you all for being here. You off work. One of my good friends told me she didn't want to be my friend because I would tell her, where you going today, Judge? I got a funeral to go to. Who is it? One of my friends. She said, I don't want to be your friend no more. All your friends are dead. All of them have not died. I see my Rotarians that are here. Thank you for being here and supportive. Ministers, all ministers stand too. Please stand. You all have been, thank you. Thank you for what you do in your congregations. You have a great responsibility to our community, and thank you for your leadership in your churches. Let's see who I might have forgotten. Oh, they part of my family. They my in-laws. Y'all understand when I say a family? Stand up, Weeks. All my Weeks family. All right. I thought they were just my family too. Y'all my family. Thank you all for accepting me as part of your family, okay? And let me have Miss Florence for all them years. It's been a great day. Very great day. I don't know what else to say other than to all of you. If I missed anybody, hold it to my head, not to my heart. I want to thank you all again. Thank the ladies over there who are preparing some refreshments for you at this point. Just thank you for taking your time. I see Mr. Abraham Williams, bless his heart. Hopefully he brought me a check for all that money I used to give him when he was running around with all them little children to give it back to me. So many of you that are here who've been a part of my life, and I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And may God continue to bless you and keep me healthy so I can continue to serve.
It has been a great tribute here at Franchise Missionary Baptist Church as we're celebrating and paying tribute to the Honorable Judge Michael Bellamy. As you can see, you've seen highlights of it, and we're going to catch up with some of the guests that are here today and let them share with Judge Bellamy gratitudes from their heart to his. It's Street Talk with Loretta Rose. Congratulations to the Honorable Judge Michael Bellamy. We have caught up with State Representative Jeremy Gray, and he wants to express his gratitude for you and congratulate you as well, Judge Bellamy.
Judge Bellamy, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, congratulations on all your years of service. I heard you were retiring, but you're still kind of going to be a part of the drug court and all those things. But just thank you for being a mentor. Thank you. I've been knowing you for the last 5 years. You did my swearing-in ceremony, so I know I'm not from Russell County, but thanks for welcoming me. Thanks for being a person that I can come to. Thank you to Franchise Church. It was one of the first places I spoke when I was running for elected office. And Reverend Cochran, I've known him for many years. So congratulations, 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 and just live life to the fullest and get a little bit of retirement in, get a little bit of fun in, but I know you'll still do the work. Thank you.
I think that's very unique. Didn't know that, how instrumental they have been to you, and now you are getting ready to, you are paying it forward like Judge Bellamy paid it forward. That is amazing. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Wow, this is what's happening in Phenix City. We have caught up with Russell County Commissioner Chance Corbett, who is a servant in Phenix City, Alabama, and Columbus, Georgia as well.
Absolutely.
And I know you want to say congratulations to the Honorable Judge Michael Bellamy.
Absolutely. Judge, congratulations on such a great accomplishment. You know, as you know, I have known you since I was a kid. And, you know, sitting here today listening to everything, I could think of so many stories to tell. Our trip to New York all the way through just, you know, going to your house back when you lived on 7th. So congratulations, and we hope the best for you and Miss Florence, and anything we can do, you please let us know.
Wow, we are finding out a lot of history behind Judge Michael Bellamy. I didn't know you knew him that long as well.
Yeah, my father was a senator for 12 years, and I grew up sitting in his living room talking. And when I was 18 years old, we took a trip to the convention in New York City, and Judge Bellamy showed me around New York. I don't know if that was his first time or not. It was mine at 18 years old. I still remember that today, and just great times. And if I've ever called on him, it was an absolute, here you are. You know, he helped in every way, and I hope I've been the same to him. So
Absolutely, and now you are paying it forward as well with your community service. Wow, congratulations, Judge Bellamy. It is a great celebration here at Franchise Missionary Baptist Church. We are paying tribute to the Honorable Judge Michael Bellamy. And I have caught up with Dr. Moffitt, Cordelia Moffitt, who have served in Phenix City many years. And I know this is a very precious moment for you as well. And I know you have huge congratulations to Judge Bellamy.
Yes, I would sincerely like to congratulate Judge Bellamy on his stellar career. He has truly been an asset to our community, actually to the Bi-City community.
Wow, I love it. She said his stellar career, which is so amazing. He has blazed a trail, and many of your students have come behind him as well.
Exactly. He has helped our students. He has helped to acquire scholarships for our students. He has worked with the Tuskegee Morehouse, which I'm a member of that team, and he has been so remarkable in his efforts.
Yeah, he loves Tuskegee. He loves supporting education. We want to thank you so much for sharing with the community as we celebrate and pay tribute to an honorable man.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Congratulations again, Judge.
Absolutely, congratulations. Now you're really getting a historic moment. We have just caught up with the Honorable Judge Michael Bellamy and also attorney Eric McCrary, who was the MC of this tribute, I like to call it.
Yes.
It's a tribute and an honor to you and celebrating you for your retirement as you're going to continue the work and lead and advise. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We're so
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
I'm proud of this young man right here and my church family and my community that I've been able to serve for so many years.
Oh my God, so many years. Eric, I'm going to start with you first. How does it feel to be here? First of all, you grew up in this community, went here at this church, grew up seeing Judge Michael Bellamy as attorney Bellamy, and you are following the footstep this man has trailed a path for.
Right.
Amazing.
This is full circle. As I said from the pulpit, you never know who's watching. And I was watching, and I took it from my mind and put it on paper. I want to do Tuskegee, Southern, be a lawyer, and I did it. I saw his blueprint. He laid it out. Not only was he saying it, but then he was doing it. Everybody talks, but then it's where's the action? He was doing the action. And so that, when you see that, it makes you say, well, wait a minute. He's doing that. He looks like me, talks like me. He's here with me. I can do it too. And not only was he saying, yeah, you can do it, I'm going to show you how to do it. And I'm going to help you every step of the way. Even to this day, It gets no better than this man. And so when he called me on it, I was like, look, I'm going to clear my calendar. I had some stuff, but I cancel all that. We're going to make this happen. We got in this morning from Atlanta at about 4 o'clock.
Travel all the way from Florida.
We flew up. Of course, delays on flights didn't matter. We were going to be here for this. And so, again, this is full circle. I'm here because I followed his path. And he just didn't show me. He grabbed me. Come on with me. Walk me through it. And still to this day.
That's mental.
Yes.
That's mental.
And friendship. Here we are.
Wow.
Here we are.
Talking about some big shoes. I mean, they're said that this can't be done again, the path that you have laid out, Judge Bellamy.
No. There's much more for this young man and some of the other people that have come behind me too. Yeah, much more for them to do. Yeah.
How does it make you feel as Judge Michael Bellamy? You started from ground zero. That's what I'm going to call it.
All right.
Ground zero, because I've heard your testimony.
Okay.
But look at the men and women you have inspired.
It's been a blessing to be able to do that, and it's all about trying to pass the torch. As I said, when I went to Tuskegee, I saw Judge Ford on the bench, and I'm saying, hey, I know I can do that. He's doing a great job. He was an inspiration to me. So we have to do things to let other people who may see us know that they too can do it also. And that's why I was glad to have the diversity that I had with Judge Subel Cobb coming to let women know it's possible for them too. My other goddaughter, which I meant to say, LaToya, she's an attorney. She's over in Georgia. And when the county did the resolution for me,
right.
I said, here my daughter is. And they said, is that your other child? But she's my goddaughter. She grew up here in franchise too. She's an attorney and doing well.
You know, I had tears in my eyes as I was listening to some of the guests, some of the attorneys. Servant leader. Judge Graham said that. You are the epitome of a servant leader, which is so true. You're a God servant, Christ servant. Outside of the courtroom, you're Deacon Michael Bellamy, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I'm Deacon Bellamy, and I still do a jail ministry too. You know, it's all about doing what we're supposed to do. You know, and if you study the word, it tells you it's about helping others. Yeah.
I love it. As we get ready to close out, one thing, and I want the people in the community to get this. Someone shared about how everybody that came into your courtroom, you made sure they were treated fair.
That's the objective, to try and treat everyone as you would like to be treated. God has no respect of persons. It doesn't matter if the person's the richest person in town or the person's the poorest person in town. Everybody should be treated the same. That's what I've tried to do year after year.
You cool too, Judge.
Yes.
I pray a lot.
He's calm and cool. So what's next?
I'm going to continue to do the specialty courts because I have a passion for that. People who have drug addictions, veterans who have issues, and people who have mental health issues. You know, I intend to do those courts for a couple of years to help my colleagues. They have been very supportive of me, and I hope to be supportive of them as they continue to carry out the duties of the 26th Judicial Circuit. Okay?
I love it. What an example we have here out of Phenix City. You're watching here on Street Talk. And now we have caught up with, I like to call them, the William brothers. Wow. Pastor Noble William and Mr. Abraham William here celebrating and paying tribute to the Honorable Michael Judge Bellamy. I'm going to start with you, Pastor, because you're such an inspiration to the community to see an iconic judge that has blazed a trail for many other attorneys and judges, and I would say young men, because you were here to hear their testimonies as well. What would you like to say to Judge Bellamy with congratulating him as well?
Well, first of all, just thank you. I've served my first term on City Council because of the encouragement of Judge Bellamy. He came and encouraged me. He felt the time was right to run for city office, and I did in 1989, and after that served 2 terms. So I owe a bunch of thanks to Judge Bellamy. Just as he's encouraged me, he's encouraged so many others. He's been blessed, but he's been a blessing to others. So, Judge, congratulations to you on this blessed day.
You know, we're finding out so many things that has happened in the community as a result of Michael Bellamy, Judge Michael Bellamy, the servant Michael Bellamy, as his impact on the lives of others. I never knew you were part of council.
He encouraged me 1989 to 1995
That's amazing.
because of Michael J. Bellamy.
That is amazing, amazing. Abraham Williams,
Yes, ma'am.
I heard you have a history behind Michael Bellamy as well.
We have a history together, yes.
Tell us about it.
Years ago when we had trouble, even before we had gangs and all that in Phenix City, we produced baseball leagues and football leagues. He helped us at the Boys and Girls Club. Years ago when we had a program called USO, United to Save Ourselves, Mike was one of the initial leaders that helped us start. When the kids wasn't really getting along together, we brought them together. And Mike was a great part of that, even before he became judge.
Wow, that's amazing. And you travel how far to come to this celebration today?
403 miles from Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Awesome. Well, we want to thank you, and thank you, gentlemen, for being a part of this wonderful celebration. And congratulations to you, Judge Michael Bellamy. I want to thank you, gentlemen, as well, because you all have been such a great inspiration to the community. I love how you shared about serving the children years ago.
And again, I want you to know this. I used to beat him bad in tennis. He couldn't play. He was just tall, and that's all. But again, we did a lot with the kids. He helped really save the boys, Phoenix Russell Boys Club. He saved it. So there's a lot of history there.
Wow. As a pastor, as we get ready to close out this interview, our young people need to hear that.
Absolutely. You know, Judge's favorite scriptures from Michael. He has showed the old man what is good and just and what the Lord doth require of thee. Do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with thy God. And he has exemplified that in his life. Congratulations, Judge.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Judge Bellamy, on behalf of the Williams brothers.
I started in 1994, and Judge Bellamy was a city court judge then, and I've come along with him all the way through up from municipal court all the way up to circuit judge, and now he's retired. Time flies, you know.
Yes.
And he has been.
You're getting younger.
Maybe. And so he has just been such an inspiration to all of the bar. He's got such a great temperament as a judge. He's just everything you would want to see in a judge, and we're going to hate to lose him as our full-time judge, but he's still involved as the drug and the family court judge as far as family court, drug court, and mental health and veterans court, so which are really service jobs that he's doing to give back to the community with his wisdom and years of experience. So excited for him. I hope he'll take a day or two off and enjoy his retirement. He and Florence have earned it.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Before we get ready to close out this part of the interview, I would love for each one of you to say congratulations to the judge and whatever is on your heart.
Congratulations, Mike. What he did when I retired, I said, Judge, I need something to do, so he hired me as his bailiff. So.
Amazing.
So he's dear to my heart.
Absolutely.
He is such an inspiration to everybody. We're going to miss him as one of our judges, but you know, you try to take a little piece of everybody that you come into contact with in life to make you who you are. And he's certainly been a big piece of my life that has make a mark on my career and me as a lawyer and now as a prosecutor.
Wow.
Yep.
Awesome. Gladys.
Congratulations, Judge. He is a mentor, a famous, nice, wonderful figure in the communities across Alabama and Georgia. And he's also the godfather of my youngest child, who has helped to mentor her up and help me in raising mine as well. Congratulations, Judge. You're the guy.
Let me do one more thing, Loretta, if you don't mind. One of the things you learn from a judge and from a lot of people is to surround yourself with great people because they make you look better. And the two ladies on either side of us, holy cow, these are just two of the examples of people that have made him what he is today. And so they are great servants in our community, and they make things happen. So if you need something to happen, you get in touch with these two, and it gets done.
Well, I think you're going to be in good hands too then with these ladies.
Well,
We've got him.
when you're a politician, you learn how to say the right things.
Wow, this is what's happening in Phoenix City. We want to say congratulations to the Honorable Michael Bellamy. You are a servant leader.
Congrats, Judge.
Congratulations.
Good job. Thank you.
We have been having a great time at the reception of the Honorable Michael Bellamy. Wow. Now we're getting ready to talk to Christy, a daughter of the Bellamy family. And you can speak on behalf of how it is to be a daughter, or how was it being raised, by the Honorable Judge Michael Bellamy, who has impacted so many lives. And I know it was such a blessing for you as a daughter to hear all the other testimonials that were shared. And I'm just in awe because I knew Michael Bellamy was a man of God, a man of servitude, but I didn't know the man was the man like that.
Yeah, so it was really great to hear everything that everybody had to say today. But obviously he's my dad, and I knew all those things, and he's always instilled all of those things in us, from a love of the Lord to, community. You heard a lot about Tuskegee and definitely HBCUs he promoted, and so it's just a blessing. It's a blessing that he was able to do so many things, but also that he loved what he did. I know there was a lot of talk about, man, are you really going to retire? And of course, he's not really, because he loves what he does and he'll continue to work. They talked about the drug court. He does. He truly has a passion and a spirit for helping people, and I've seen that my whole life. So I'm super proud of him, wishing him all the best. Hopefully he takes a little bit of a break, but just excited for him in his next chapter.
I love that. I love it, Christy, that you said many of us have known him as Judge Bellamy, Attorney Bellamy, Deacon Bellamy. But you said, I know all of that because that's my dad.
Yeah. Wow. Yes, and there's four of us, and he loves us, and he's raised us, and really instilled all the values that you heard everyone talk about into each of his children, and so we're excited for his next chapter, and really enjoy hearing everybody talk about it today.
I love it. I'm sure that makes him feel proud.
I hope so.
I'm sure that makes your parents feel proud to hear you speak like that, to that magnitude, about your father. Now, this is nothing but the truth because no one knows the most authentic part of who we are. No one knows like our family.
Right, yeah,
you know what
exactly,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Just if we can be real, no one knows like our family.
Right. The good news is what you see with Michael Bellamy is what you get. So, I mean, we definitely know him more intimately, but, what you see and what you hear is what you get. And so, that's who he is, so.
Well, you're a great Bellamy spokesperson.
Thank you. Thank you so
She
much.
represented on behalf of all the children and Miss Florence Bellamy as well. We want to thank you all for sharing your father with the community here, Russell County, Phoenix City. Thank you, because it was a sacrifice for the family, because he was stretched in many directions. And I love it that he's not retiring. He is retiring, on paper probably, but he still will be serving the community, serving others.
He will. He'll continue, with the specialty courts, but also here at Franchise, and just, with his Tuskegee family as well. So, this is, kind of a goodbye for now, taking a little step back, but, he'll still be busy and working.
Well, Judge, we want you to enjoy the fruit of your labor, and that's what time it is. And we want to say congratulations to you and continue to pour into our young men and young ladies, because that what you have within you, they need it for today's time. You've been watching Street Talk with Loretta Rose here on Beam TV.